My brother proposed to my fiancée in front of our family, so I exposed every secret he was hiding. Before we dive in, drop your thoughts in the comments below. What would you have done? And if you find power in stories like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another one. The Golden Boy and the Ghost. My name is Caleb Mercer. I'm the oldest of 3 and grew up on the east side of Detroit. Our house always felt tight. Not in size but in tension. My parents were together more out of routine than love. My mother, Marlene, was the kind of woman who didn't raise her voice, because she didn't need to. Her presence filled a room like floodlights. Blinding, direct, impossible to ignore. She was a high school principal, always in control, never one to apologize. My father, Richard, barely spoke. A man of soft footsteps and lowered eyes. A permanent background hum in the house. Always there but never really present. Then there was my younger brother, Malik. 3 years younger, but a galaxy away in personality. Malik had that pretty boy charm, all smooth talk, quick jokes and half-kept promises. He could smile his way out of trouble before anyone remembered what he did wrong. And finally our baby sister, Nia. Born with a stutter and a don't mess with me glare. She had to grow armor early. Being the youngest in a family like ours demanded it. I left Detroit as soon as I had the chance. Howard University on a full ride for computer science. 2 part-time jobs kept me afloat. I'd come back for holidays, play it polite, and dip out again. Eventually I landed a senior software role in Atlanta. Steady money, good benefits. Mama started calling me her pride again. Like love was performance-based. Then, after nearly 8 years away, a recruiter out of Chicago reached out. Remote work, double the pay, stock options. I said yes and bought a townhome back in Detroit, off Jefferson Avenue. I thought with money and space I could finally build something for myself. But you can't rewrite family dynamics with a bigger paycheck. My brother, the center of gravity. Malik was always the axis we spun around. When I was saving grocery money to buy my first car, Malik got a 2016 Charger for his birthday. When he dropped out of college, Mama called it him discovering his own path, right before she gave him $70,000 from her retirement to open a hookah lounge. That lounge failed within 5 months. I heard her crying at night over the money. But the next morning, she still baked his favorite peach cobbler like nothing happened. Dad tried speaking up once. She banished him to the guest room for a week. Nia and we bonded over shared neglect. She was putting herself through nursing school, weekend shifts at a soul food spot in Midtown, while Malik threw parties in our basement like a celebrity DJ. Once a month, Nia and I would hop on a call to take bets on which ridiculous hustle Malik would tank next. I won $50 the year he tried to flip sneakers. He lost $2000 in a month. The woman who changed everything. I met Talia in Atlanta. She was speaking at a tech brunch for Black entrepreneurs. Brown skin, locks swept up into a bun. Confidence that didn't ask permission. She quoted Miles Davis and Queen Latifah in the same sentence and had the whole table cracking up. I was hooked. Talia didn't just challenge me, she grounded me. She wasn't afraid to call out BS, even if it came from my mother. That kind of strength. I'd never known it in a partner. So I kept her to myself at first. My family had a way of draining the life out of good people. I waited until I was sure she was the one before bringing her around. Thanksgiving was the test. I introduced her to the family, and Malik's face dropped. He muttered something under his breath. "You really going there, bro?" Later that night he pulled me aside. Told me they had history. Few dates, nothing serious. Talia barely remembered him. She said he got clingy after 2 weeks and she blocked him. Typical Malik. All flash, no traction. The proposal war. I didn't let his drama get between us. A year into dating, I proposed at Talia's favorite restaurant downtown. Family and close friends were there. He said yes. The room erupted. Except Malik. He stood up and walked out. My mother followed, her face like stone. My dad gave me a nod from across the room. A silent apology. A week later, Malik invited us to Sunday dinner. I should have known better. Mama grilled Talia about her career, called her marketing work fluff. Talia kept it cool, even complimented Mama's wig with a smile that nearly made me laugh. Then came dessert. Malik stood up, thanked everyone for coming, then dropped to one knee, and proposed to my fiancée. Dead silence. Talia froze. I was across the room before I even realized. I grabbed Malik by the collar and threw a punch so hard, the coffee table shattered. Mama screamed. Nia rushed Talia outside. Dad didn't move. He looked like he wanted to vanish. That night, my phone exploded with messages. Violence isn't the answer. You attacked your brother. You're destroying this family. Not one word about Malik's insanity. Exposing everything. Later, Malik told me it was all a test. His friend TJ's idea. If Talia chose me, he'd back off. I told him to get out of my face. Talia was livid. Malik shrugged and muttered. Brothers before whatever. Said he wouldn't come to the wedding. Good, I said. You're not invited. Word spread fast. Extended family picked sides. Mama guilt-tripped Talia daily. Dad texted quietly. I'll be there. 2 weeks before the wedding, Mama showed up at our house. Uninvited. Said Malik's proposal was just a prank. Told us to be the bigger people. When we refused, she snapped. Said if Malik wasn't welcome, neither was she. Then that's your choice, I replied. She stormed out, and the next week was a barrage of angry texts from aunts, cousins, everyone. But Nia stood firm. She'd just been promoted to lead ER nurse. Malik didn't even show up to her celebration. Mama couldn't help herself. Is he really still uninvited? Yes. You're just jealous of Malik's charisma. That's when I was done. The final blow. A few days later, I came home to find Mama and Talia sitting in silence. It escalated fast. Mama blamed Talia for splitting the family. Talia told her to leave. Mama lost it, grabbed her by the hair and attacked her. I dragged my mother off my fiancé. We filed a police report that night. Even Dad couldn't justify it. She's stressed, he whispered. No more excuses. With Nia's help, we checked the family trust Pop left behind, meant to be divided 3 ways when we turned 30 or got married. Mine and Nia's shares had been drained. Spent on Malik's rent, cars, failed ventures, even his food delivery. We got a lawyer. Filed suit against our own parents. Justice finally. The fallout was nuclear. Mama's accounts frozen. Dad's credit destroyed. They had to sell their Southfield home and Mama's Lexus to repay the trust. Malik's phone went dark. No more handouts. No more easy way out. Our wedding was small. 50 people. A historic brownstone. Desmond, my lifelong friend, was best man. Dad sat in the front row alone. Is red. Nia gave a toast that made Talia laugh for the first time in weeks. Mama and Malik. Nowhere near the guest list. And that silence felt like peace. We won the court case. My remaining trust payout helped pay off the house and start a future. Nia's share is waiting for her 30th, Malik's. Locked until he can prove 1 full year of steady work. Talia and I moved to a quiet Atlanta suburb. She got a director job. I worked from home. We adopted a pit lab mix named Miles. Barked at every truck like he had a badge. A letter from the ghost. Then one day a letter arrived. Malik's handwriting. Shaky but real. I was wrong. You didn't deserve that. Tell Talia I'm sorry. Enclosed. A check for $500. The first repayment ever. Talia and I sat on the porch that night, watching Miles chase fireflies. No rage. No tears. Just stillness. For the first time in my life, family wasn't a curse to endure. It was something we chose piece by piece. And this time we got it right. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button, leave a comment and share it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next. Thanks for listening.